grocery at. I'm at the grocery store. I don't know how well you can hear me, but I'm having a stressful day. I'm waiting for medicine right now, waiting to pick up meds, but my car broke down today. It has a broken axle, so I don't know if I'm going to keep recording. I feel weird when I'm recording in public because I don't know why. It doesn't bother some people. Well, what about those people that walk around and they're talking to their phone? They kind of have it like, they're holding it like this, talking to it. I don't know. Yeah, so I got the car fixed yesterday there was like a hose was broken or something, and today I was driving my son to work and I stopped at the red light, and it sounded like something dropped out of the bottom of my car, and then there was a really loud noise and I couldn't move it. And then my son and this driver that was behind us helped push me into the Wawa parking lot. And then I called my husband and he called the towing people, and then I talked to the towing people, and I asked my other son to pick me up. The son that I was taking to work, I was right across the street from his work, so he just walked over there afterwards, and I told him what was going on. But so they're saying that one of the axles broke, like from rust or whatever, and I don't know, this stuff is stressful. I know it's stressful for everybody, but it makes my insides feel really weird, you know? Like, it ups my stress level a lot. And I laid down for a little bit, and it's gonna sound weird, but something that made me feel better was thinking about the fish from The Man in the Sea, the Old Man in the Sea. Have you ever read that book? That's a book I think about a lot. It's interesting when you've read books and then you think about the different ones, you know? But that's one I think about a lot, and if you haven't read it, I recommend reading it. It's a short book, but it's really well written. Yeah, so spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you some stuff from the book. At one point, the old man, he's a fisherman, and he goes out on his fishing boat every day. Sometimes he has this young boy there with him that he's teaching. It's like an apprentice or whatever. But this one time he goes out by himself. I think the young man was somewhere else, like at school or something. And he finally caught this really big fish. And it was, I don't remember if it's a tuna or a marlin. But he gets it on the line, and he's like hooked into this he's hooked in behind the rod, and he's got himself strapped to it, and he's pulling for like, I don't remember how long it was. I want to say it was at least 24 hours. He's like following the rhythms of this fish, and it's very involved, you know. It's like just him and that fish, you know, in this tug of war type thing. And eventually he catches it and he straps it to his boat. It's too big to bring in, so I can't remember if he straps it to the side or the front of it. But he's on his way back to port, and fish started attacking the fish that he has. It's like, I don't remember if it was sharks that were attacking or just regular fish. And he's trying to fight them off, you know. And he's successful at some points, and other points he can't get them off, and he eventually gets home and he feels defeated, you know. He feels like, you know, because all he has left is the bones. The bones of the fish I think, is all that's left strapped to his ship. But and this might be me misremembering it, okay? Because I have this tendency If I don't like the ending of books, I make up my own ending, but hopefully this is in the book, this part. But he comes out and he's pulling into the harbor, and he has this giant fish strapped to his, not the fish anymore, it's the bones. And people start coming from the docks and everything. They start coming up to the docks to see this fish, you know. I don't remember if they were like clapping or what, but like everybody was excited to see that he brought this fish in. And for some reason the thought of that fish just calmed me down, because it made me think about, you know, we all have our own struggles, our own inner struggles, and our struggles with life, and sometimes they make seemingly mundane things much more difficult. And then when you're done, when you've survived this maybe life and death struggle, psychologically or whatever, there's nothing to show for it. You don't have the fish, you didn't bring anything home, but just knowing that those bones are there, you know what I mean, that you survived the struggle. I think that it has a lot of meaning for me. Anyway, I hope that helps someone, because I'm just having a bad day today, but that fish gives me hope. Made me feel better. Well, also having people that care about me, but when I get this stressed, I tend to push people away. I don't want anybody to talk to me, really, you know. So anyway, that's all I got for today. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.